episode 21. Congratulations, Tiffany. Every single one to me is something to congratulate because this whole show, if you're watching for the first time, it's all based on spreading gratitude, love, positivity. So our whole idea is just to carve out this little spot of the world where we can just be grateful and let that spread. So Tiffany, as always, thank you. 21 shows in. How you feeling?
Oh my gosh, I'm just so ecstatic that we've made it this far. I'm so grateful. Feeling amazing.
Well, let's start it off the way we always do. What are you grateful for, Tiffany?
You know, today it's a little bit different. I'm grateful for, obviously everything, of course, but I'm just really grateful for the struggles and challenges and everything in life that just kind of shapes you and teaches you so much. And I'm grateful for all the new amazing people I've been meeting. I'm grateful that you're back safely and you had a good time. And I'm just grateful for everybody tuning in right now. And it's open room night. I'm grateful for that. What about you, Adam?
Ooh, it's been a crazy day. Momentum. They say, you know how people say, it's the end of the year. People are calming down. They don't want to do business or that things are, slow. I will tell you that is 100% just mindset. It's not true. Like, people are always doing business. The question is, are they going to do business with you? It's kind of crazy to think that I would say that, like, a lot of the work I've been doing all year and momentum wise and everything else, it's all really coming to a head like right now, which is interesting because it's supposed to be when we're not working, some people would say. So I'm grateful that the momentum's building. It seems like, every single day with this, and so close. I'm like the last final, putting the finishing touch on the design for the cover. After that, the book is like in print. So grateful that that's about to be finally there and ready. So I'm really pumped about that. But just also grateful that the traction, like, it seems like I'm pretty much getting, every single day something else is coming up, another interview, another mention in an article, or like, it seems like every single day, when it used to be maybe once a week, now it's pretty much every day. So it's like, I'm really grateful to be doing that, and also to be having other help to help me kind of manage all this stuff. So it's just been really a fun ride, and it's just really beginning. So
that's awesome.
So grateful for that. Just
congrats on the Forbes.
Yeah, that's.
You want to share a little bit about that?
Okay, let's talk about visualization, Tiffany.
Okay.
So, true story. Let's call it, I don't know, like a week ago, maybe a little bit less than that. I was visualizing. I've done this for a long time. I've always thought about, like, Forbes, and I'm like, wow, I want to, I'm a finance guy, and I've been in the investment world a long time. So I'm like, oh, I would love to be on the cover of Forbes. Don't everybody get excited. I was not on the cover of Forbes, but I've been visualizing, like, Forbes, like, I want that to happen, to the point to where I asked the person that runs my company, so the CEO there, his name's Matt, and I asked him, I said, can you, because he does Photoshop and some other things, it just as a hobby for fun. And I'm like, you know what I want you to do? We took this picture of us a while ago. Like, it's a silly picture. But I said, I want you to Photoshop a picture of us on the cover of Forbes, because I want to hang that in my studio. And he's laughing. He's like, all right, whatever. And then what happens? Bam, like that. We don't have a cover, but I have a paragraph in Forbes, and it's a start.
That's huge.
Something I've wanted to do for so long. And it's all just a start. So it was like, it all started with visualization, though. I guarantee I've just literally in the last week or so been refocusing on Forbes, specifically, very specific Forbes, to the point of where I was he's literally creating the magazine cover, like, which some people may think is silly, but one day I feel I'm going to hang that fictitious cover next to the real one, and it's going to be a testament to, and I'm going to have both of them in my office, and I'm going to point to them and say, that one led to that one, the fake one led to the real one, and that's going to be proof positive of visualization and how it works.
I totally believe you.
It's hilarious, though, because I'm like, we were just literally laughing about this cover thing, and then this happens.
Right. Yeah, that's so odd. shared a video the other day. You were gone for Thanksgiving, so we had Eric Burden, who was so sweet to step in and co-host in your spot. So
what a pleasure. Eric's he's amazing.
Yeah, it was great. Did you have
I did a interview. He interviewed me, and it was good. I think we got some really good content and things to share with his viewers on personal finance and money mindset. So we spent a lot of time talking about what money mindset looks like.
Oh, awesome. Because you were like the first person that came to mind when he asked me. I'm like, you got to talk to Adam. And then I mentioned Ellis too. But it was crazy because on Thanksgiving, we had the gratitude show a little bit early. It was 4:30 p.m. Pacific time. And I had an interview scheduled with the Women of Wisdom podcast for 2:00, which they said, they were like, oh, well, it's the holidays, so we're not going to do our podcast the 23rd, 24th, and 25th. So I was like, oh, like kind of bummed.
Yeah.
But then like it was crazy because I know I'm able to catch myself and redirect my thoughts when I'm kind of in that place. Like I allow myself to feel feelings, of course, but I don't stay stuck there,
Yeah.
And then so CJ Ripka, who is from Real and Raw Live podcast, who is what I listen to every single week before I start the gratitude show. He just gets me pumped. He gets me going and everything. Like I love it. It's so motivating.
I think I added him on Facebook after you told me that the first time, and he's just amazing.
Well, I'm like literally in the middle of doing the gratitude show, and he had the guest he was supposed to have on. And I've been wanting to be on his podcast for like months, like literally. Wow. And there's no openings. And so he's like, hey, so the person that was supposed to be on canceled. You want to go on? And like, so literally I'm like, heck yeah, like, of course. And then I was on Shane the Train that night too. So even though I missed that one that I had scheduled way, way long ago, I got to do one that I really, 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 really wanted to do. And it just came out of nowhere, out of like nothing. And like, it's just because I wanted it so bad. And like, that's just how the universe works. That's seriously how the universe works. The law of attraction in action.
Part of that too is just you showing up. I mean, you actually being present. So a lot of people don't show up. You follow through on your commitments, what you say you're going to do, and you show up. So like being there, it's not by accident. The other person wasn't there, you were there. That's like the way it's supposed to work.
Right.
It's really cool. And I can't tell you how many times that's happened to me, where like somebody literally last second calls and they're like, hey, that's how I got on Ty Lopez's show.
Really?
That's how it was. Yeah, I like literally, they're like, well, we need some other person had an emergency, and bam, I was the one with the content, the message that they were looking for. I've been trying to do it, right?
Yeah.
Right now I'm doing the same thing. We got Forbes, now I need Inc. magazine. I want that one. So they have a radio show and some other things, and now I need to get into that. So now my mind is focusing on, Inc. magazine. So we're going to tackle them all little by little.
Inc., success, everything, entrepreneurship.
I mean, we have to do it, right?
Right. So we just have a couple announcements really quick. Next week, so what we're going to try to do, just for everybody listening, and we can read your comments on Facebook now. Adam, I know you're new to the platform too, just like I am.
Oh wait, you can
the ones that say F, like the Facebook logo, are the ones that are commenting from Facebook. So Chris, we love you too, and thank you for Real and Raw Podcast. You're awesome.
This on my phone right now.
Yeah, and you can also see them on the side of the bar where we're recording. But then next week, so okay, once a month, at the end of every month, we're gonna go ahead and keep an open room just so all of the participants who watch the show and tune in have an opportunity to come on and if they want to share what they're grateful for or whatnot, but just open up that window of opportunity. Then next week we have Tom Ladegard, and he is so awesome. I met with this guy this last week. He came to my house. His wife was on Monster Motivator TV just last night, and he's going to be doing my biography in video and book editing form way. But he's got Eternal Roots, or eternal-roots.com. It's his website. So he'll be on next week. And then the week after that, we've got the famous Dave Daly, of course, from Monster Motivator TV. So finishing up the week really strong.
Wow.
And then, yeah, so, and we're booked till February. I can't believe it. This is
really
so awesome. And then let's see, we have Kathleen Passmore, Colin Porter coming up. So all these amazing, amazing people who are just so inspiring. And I'm so grateful for just everybody this whole year, Adam. I mean, I know for you, it's just been so magical.
It's not over yet. How many days are left?
Right, 20 or 30. Yeah.
How much more is going to happen? We got time.
Right, exactly. So we wanted to hear what you guys are all grateful for in the audience. And in a couple minutes here, we're going to open up to, if you would like to, just go ahead and type in a message if you want to come on in and hang out. I'm going to change the layout really quick. Adam, do you have any announcements to add? Why don't you tell us about your trip? Like, how was that? Like, was it cold? Was it
Victoria, please come here.
Victoria,
we want to talk. We're going to get out of the frame. Victoria, we want to talk about how we're grateful. Oh, by the way, our 6-month anniversary tomorrow.
Oh, congratulations!
We're heading. Come on. No, Victoria.
Come on, Victoria, you can do it, girlie.
Talk from over there, please.
Like Dave Daly would say, "Fierce your fear, do it anyway."
You're not short. There we go. Okay. Let's talk about.
I was laying on the floor. I was laying on the floor.
We don't have many seats in the studio. Let's talk about the trip.
Yes, the trip.
How much fun?
What are you grateful for about the trip, Victoria?
It was fun. We went out with some of my friends from home. That was cool to see them again. It ended kind of crazy, but it was fun. It was nice. It was nice to unplug from all the craziness of LA for a bit.
Right.
Just kind of get some home vibes.
Yeah, it was. I'm grateful. It was fun. We had a blast. We went to saw a bunch of places that Victoria grew up in, and I think I was a food tourist, and Victoria was a returning foodie. Mm-hmm. So we ate just, oh my gosh, I don't know. I'm grateful for all the food, and I'm grateful for all the food in Kansas and Wichita because it was so good.
That's awesome. So how did it go meeting the parents? Was that good?
This is the second time I've met them. I met them here. I think it's good. They wanted me to come over for Christmas, so they didn't tell me no on that. So there you go.
He's actually going a day before I get home for Christmas. So you're going to be there without me.
I'm sure Adam will be fine.
I don't know. We'll see.
You'll have Molly.
Victoria's had a big year too. What are you grateful for?
Yeah, let's hear it.
Let's talk more about you.
I got that.
And just so you know, everybody watching, Victoria's not used to being in front of the camera. She's such a big help with everything behind the camera and such a intricate process that Adam set up.
For sure. And not only that, but the best she want the best editor, the best that's what Victoria went to school for, journalism. And so KU basketball, they get their plug.
So let's hear it, Victoria.
Basketball being the floor in the nation right now. And anyone else?
That's how you get her excited on camera. You talk about KU basketball.
I'm grateful for KU beating Duke.
Great.
There's any Duke fans watching?
So what is it? What are you most grateful for?
Besides me.
I'm grateful for my dog.
Yeah,
your dog is she's so cute.
That brings the most light to my life.
Other than me.
Other than you.
It takes second to the dog. It's okay.
Oh, so funny.
I'm grateful for how good of a cook Adam is.
Hey.
Wow, Adam can cook?
Oh,
that's crazy. I never would have even pictured.
Many.
That's so funny.
I'm grateful for the amazing weather in LA.
Right? It's not snowing here. It's
super cold in Kansas. So
yeah,
it's nice to come back.
Awesome. Well, I just want to give a quick shout out to the audience because I know that there's people watching. I know that Chris, Ripka, thank you so much for tuning in. And Cody, thank you for watching. And also, we are going to go ahead and open it up. If you guys don't have anything else to say, I know I would love to have Chris come on. And if Chris, that's okay with you, we would love to have you on and just hear what you're grateful for. And everybody else in the audience, type in what you're grateful for. We would love to hear it because this is the Gratitude Show. You know, I heard something really, really cool the other day. Let's see. I heard that gratitude is the most highest way to raise your vibrational frequencies. Because when you're truly feeling it from the heart, you are, it's kind of like, you know how there's like the love, which is the highest state, and then fear, which is the lowest state. The gratitude matches almost a little bit underneath love. So there is this guy from 5D or something. I forgot what it's called, but 5D something. And he was saying like, it just explaining how the whole entire process works. And it was so cool. And just giving gratitude every single day brings more of which you want in your life, so that what you're being thankful for creates way more of that what you're being grateful for. Chris, hi. Let me switch layouts really quick so we can all be together.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Awesome. What's up?
Man, I finally get to meet Adam.
I know, right?
Yeah.
We tried so hard. We've been trying so hard for so long to connect, and finally I get an opportunity to connect. I feel so grateful for that.
Yeah, absolutely. And I don't know, okay, I think is that okay for layout? I'm still new to this, and thank God for Chris Ripka, because like he, before like last week, kind of walked me through everything. And Chris, I would be lost without you. Thank you.
No problem. It was my pleasure, and sorry for the jacket. It's kind of chilly in my studio, so I guess
you're in the Dakotas.
I forgot to pay the heating bill this month, so we can keep the lights on, but we can't pay the heat. So,
hey, I live in Beverly Hills, and my heat's out too, so whatever. No joke. I just called the like.
I have the fireplace.
Thanks a lot, Tiffany. Bragging. I'm grateful for your humbleness, bragging about your fire. No, just
I'm owning it.
Grind that into us, girl. So no, really, you know, I did want to jump on and say what I was grateful for, because, you know, that saying, you surround yourself with the 5 people that you want to be like, or you want, or to influence you the most. And over the course of the last 3 months, I've actually been able to do that through an online community with Tiffany, with Colin, with Dave, see who else, Mario Leone is another guy, you know, in these people since meeting up with these people, really everything is just kind of taken off in such a positive direction for me. And I can't thank everybody enough. You know, I've always been one of those people that says, don't be the sum of the 5 people, be the one the 5 people strive to be like. But until I met this group, I really didn't understand how powerful that really was. And, you know, that's what I'm grateful for.
Wow.
That's so awesome. And thank you. Like, I'm so grateful for you. I know Adam's grateful for you too. I talk about you all the time. I'm grateful for fucking Colin Porter. Excuse my language. Whoops.
Yeah.
Seriously. I don't know if you guys saw my video. I don't know, remember if it was last night or the night before, when Tom Laggerty was here. And, you know, Tom is just an amazing, amazing person. And what he does, and his wife is a freaking rock star too. What he does is just so inspiring and so valuable. And it's funny because I was explaining the cycle of things, and like the spider web, I like to call it, of things where, you know, if it wasn't for JP Freeman, I would have never met Colin Porter, and I would have never met Chris Ripka, which I would have never met Dave Daly, and then I would have never met Tom, Shane.
Is that a fun game?
Wade, like Gary, like all these amazing people. And it's just like, and you know what, Adam, I don't think you've seen this yet, but it all stemmed down to doing that one blab, to where I attempted to do it for 24 hours the very first time I was on blab.
Did it really?
Yes. I was backtracking everything.
I remember you told me about it, but I didn't know that. Wow. Hey,
Yeah.
so you know the saying, right? To get like something that's uncommon, you have to do something uncommon. That was uncommon.
Right. Yeah.
Wow.
Chris, how long were you on Blab, or were you even on Blab?
Yeah, I got on Blab, I suppose. I think I was on for like 123 days or something like that is what it finally came out to be.
Wow.
And through that experience, that's how I met, like Colin and Mario and stuff like that. And JP actually, I was brought into a group. I guess I think you had already left, Tiffany, by the time I was introduced to the Porcupine group. I didn't pick the name. And that's
a
what
great
they call
name.
it.
Right.
Never have to tell me.
I love that name.
No.
I didn't pick the name, but it
Porcupine,
was exactly what it was. It was a bunch of people coming out, into a center hub and sticking out in their own way. So it's kind of how I looked at the Porcupine group. But
wow,
my experience on Blab really kind of set the stage for what I'm doing now, giving me that opportunity to just kind of put myself out in front of a camera, right, versus just being audio all the time like I was before that.
Wow.
So it was an exciting experience for those 121 days or 123 days.
Were all audio before?
Yeah, I've been podcasting off and on since 2003. So
wow.
With radio and television kind of mixed in there also, but I was always on the production side. Wow. And so now that I'm on this side, my wife, my brother tells me that I have a face for radio, and my wife tells me I have a voice for blogging. It is what it is. I'm just going to keep doing it because I like to do it.
What a blessed combination.
I can tell you what Victoria says about me, but no. I'm just playing. No, she doesn't.
And real quick, you guys, I don't mean to interrupt, but I just have to say a shout out to Nicole and Tom Laggerty right now. They're on their way to Vegas to go see Tony Robbins event, and the creator of GoPro, I forgot his name. If you guys can remind me. But yeah, I just wanted to say, I hope you guys have a really safe drive and make it there okay and have tons of fun networking with people. And just wanted to give you a quick shout out. Okay, go ahead.
Who's you going to see?
Tony Robbins, and they're having a seminar out in Vegas. And it's funny because Nicole was interviewed on Dave's show last night. And did you guys see that? She's a freaking rock star. Oh my gosh.
I'm still trying to figure out who this Tony Robbins guy is. I know who Dave is, but I don't know this.
Right? Eric Ward. Okay, so thank you, Nicole. The creator of GoPros. So they're on their way to Vegas right now to go see this, or to go attend this event. And like I was saying before, Tom came over to and Sir Richard Branson. Oh, awesome. Richard Branson's going to be there. Great opportunity. Awesome. But Tom, when he left, I was like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to meet your wife. Like, she sounds so incredible. And like, I was watching your video last night with Dave Daly, and I was like, whoa, like she thinks so much of the way that I do. Like, we have kind of the same mindset. And our co-host wants to say hello. Hi. This is Kona.
Kona's co-host for sure.
But yeah, I'm super excited that Tom, this guy is so talented, and he's worked so hard to, he's a family man, a husband. He works in litigation, in the lawyer field. And he's doing my biography and going to tell my story and also make it into a video. So I'm super excited because that's like totally one of my 2017 goals, was to just start the process of that, because I was like, in my head, it's going to be a trilogy, with all the stuff I've been through. But he's making it so easy and so awesome. Go ahead, Chris.
Question for you guys. Now, we're 30 days away from the new year, and I know a lot of people are kind of excited about 2007 because there's a lot to be excited for in 2017. Now, have you guys started creating your shopping list?
Shopping list for Christmas?
No. I'm talking about for 2017.
Oh, I was like, I'm already done.
This is all this stuff here. This is all stuff that I didn't plan on, But by listening to people like you and Dave and all these people that I keep watching, this is stuff that it's like, okay, I want to be able to help these people do this and accomplish this.
Mm-hmm.
So have you guys a list kind of like that? Or is there anybody in particular that you guys want to reach out to try to help out?
Absolutely. First of all, can you, Chris, explain for the audience what a shopping list is?
Okay, so my shopping list is a list of people I want to go shopping for. So, for example, one of the people that were on my list was Daniel Tetro. Now, it just so happened to be that I was able to get with him before the new year, but it opened up a whole list of people. So now I'll be able to get on and interview the rest of the Rapid City Rush professional hockey team. So now that became part of my shopping list. Other people that I want to try to get the attention of, Pat Flynn, for example. I want to get his attention. I want to try to pick into his brain a little bit and see if I can get him on to inspire my audience and things like that.
Wow.
But yeah, so there's
idea.
So I just write a list of people of what, and I don't look at it from the perspective of what they can do for me.
Mm-hmm.
I always look at it through the perspective of what I can do for them. So with Pat Flynn, a lot of people think, well, there's probably nothing you can do for him because he's got these people and that people and all these other people. But here's what I can do for him. Some of my audience has never been exposed to Pat Flynn.
Yep.
So that gives me an opportunity to be able to expose a whole new audience to the stuff that he's capable of doing and helping them with. So that's my shopping list, and that's how I come up with shopping lists.
That is so awesome. Thank you so much for sharing that, Chris, because it's important too, like to not ever ask really, what can you do for me? What can I do for you? That's when the magic happens. Mm-hmm. That's when synchronicity takes place, because you're not focused on yourself. You're focused on that other person. And in turn, it just comes. It's just a matter of time. And that's not even the important thing. Like, the important thing is just giving back and being able to serve and help others and lift them up, especially in a world where everybody's tearing each other down. Like, we really need people like you and people that have that mindset to really help raise the frequency. That's so awesome.
And that's just what feels good.
Yeah.
It's really, once you get into the habit of it. So we talk a lot about habits, and, I don't know at what point in someone's life they maybe get used to this habit of, I can do this for you if you can do this for me, or this, I don't know what it is. I don't know when it happens or how it happens, but the whole idea is if you can get in the habit of just, giving without the expectation of receiving. So exactly how the gratitude show started. Literally just going on there, just wanting to share what we're grateful for. It was not really, there was nothing else. Literally, that was the whole idea. Just go on there, talk about what you're grateful for, listen to what other people think they're grateful for, and that's it. And just spread the positive energy. And then, these conversations build and other things happen, and it's out of what? Just giving.
Right. The gratitude show is built in like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
It was built in our first conversation too.
I love that story. When you and I sat and talked last week after the show, you're talking about the story about how the gratitude show came to be, and I absolutely love that story. The only thing that I regret at all from last week was the fact that I didn't record that and that didn't become part of the show.
No, right?
Because that was such an amazing story on how you two created the gratitude show, and it was like,
sometimes the story after the show, that's a lesson. Anybody, sometimes you to record on and say, it's done.
Let's just let it roll.
Well, it is. And for those of you who don't know the story of the gratitude show or how it became, Adam, I wish my Facebook friends happy birthday every day, whether I know them or not. And I had sent Adam a direct message, and I am just saying happy birthday. And he responded back with asking me to take a look at his website and YouTube channel and give my feedback. And so I did. And then we talked on the phone, and he was already doing Periscope. He was doing a gratitude show on the Periscope. So, and I was telling him like how I wanted to like do the gratitude show on Blab, and he didn't know what Blab was. And I was like, oh my gosh, no, you got to be on all these platforms, every single one. And like, it was just so cool because the synchronicity was there from the beginning. It was just there. And so, yeah, like I think the next week, a week after that, we started the gratitude show. We didn't know what the heck we were doing. We're just like, we're just going to talk about gratitude every week for an hour. And like, here we are, 21 episodes.
And it's funny because I'd literally be sitting at my desk with my phone. This was just my habit. Like I do it as like a lot of people write them or write down their list. I do too. And back in the day, let's say when Nextel was around, or you had your Messenger, then me and my friends would just say what we're grateful for in a big group text or messenger. And then that kind of got too big. It wasn't, so we kind of fell out of it. And then one day I'm just sitting there and I'm like, man, I miss this. And I was playing on Periscope and I said, you know what? I'm just going to hit the button and talk about what I'm grateful for. And if somebody wants to hear it, great. If they don't. And then it was interesting though, because you hear these like heartfelt, like amazing stories from all around the world. I still remember somebody getting on there and literally I'm just talking about what I'm grateful for. And I'm like, well, who else in the audience? What are you grateful for? And so mind you, I did over 100 of these things. So every single day I would just do it. And so I remember one story stuck out in this, and I'm guessing he was a little bit younger. It looked like maybe high school if the picture was right. And he's talking about how grateful he was, that his sister's finally doing better and she's out of rehab. And she was talking about a lot of these other things that he was talking about and sharing about his life that he's grateful for. But his sister was like, it's like you could tell the relief, even though it was just chat, that he was just happy she was back in his life. And you just look at things like this, and they would happen over and over and over again, though. This isn't like an isolated incident. Like the stories would just compile over and over. Haneen, she's in Saudi Arabia. She's like one of the first woman programmers in like her program in a school there, which typically wouldn't allow a woman to be in programming. And I think she's a college student, but just these type of stories. And she's grateful for the advancement of women's rights and what's taking place over there in the Middle East and things that, we're not going to hear about on a daily basis. But as much as we give, like we 100% get back tenfold. And so I would literally just be starting my day with good vibes. I mean, it just literally be like, it's just good vibes.
Yeah, that's so important. Chris, are you the same way? Do you I know you get up and I mean, gosh, you've got kids and a wife and everything. How do you start your days?
Man, well, I tell you what, I first start my day by my daughter waking me up saying, hey, Dad, you got to get us to school. And that typically is a 10-minute argument between the two of us. Like, no, go get your mom up, type of thing. But no, really, actually, I get up in the morning and it's a blessing for me to be able to spend that little bit of time between getting up and taking them to school. That drive to the school, it gives us a great bonding time with my daughters. And we have a lot of conversations during that. So that kind of sets my day up.
Wow.
And from there, I go to my regular day job and just kind of go through, my daily ritual there. Then I come home and I can't get in my studio fast enough because there's always some amazing people to talk to.
Wow.
And that's kind of how my day goes. Then I try to spend as much time with my wife and kids as I can when I'm not, being pulled in several directions. And in fact, that's my wife calling me right now on my phone, and it's funny because she's just in the other room.
I do that all the time with Dino. I'll be upstairs and I'm like, babe, I'm so too lazy to walk 25 stairs and just go up there, whatever.
And then I pepper in the gym and there you go. Then I pepper the gym in from time to time just to kind of keep the blood flowing and all that kind of good stuff.
Yeah. Do you have a gym by you guys, or do you have a home gym, or do you?
No, I go to a gym that's in the complete other opposite end of town. I do have a gym that's close by, probably maybe 2 miles away, but that's too easy. I can go to that gym anytime. I want to make it a challenge. I want to push myself and make sure that I'm staying true to myself and making the effort to drive 20 miles across town to get to a gym.
That's CJ Ripka for you, though, always keeping it real.
I haven't thought it through, I guess. Maybe I need to rethink my membership, but whatever.
I walk across the street, sorry.
If I had that opportunity, I guarantee I'd be doing that. I wouldn't care how much it costs. They could be $100 a month gym, and that would be okay as long as I could just walk across the street. But the only thing I got across the street from me right now is, well, I've got the hospital real close. So that's always good to be able to pass the hospital on the way home from the gym, because at 41 years old, things stay sore a whole lot longer.
Well, I'm sure it makes you grateful that you're not the one in the hospital.
Not every day. No, and realistically though, I love everything about my ritual, my life, everything that I got going on. It's done with laser focused purpose, if that makes any sense to you guys.
Yes, absolutely.
I have plans and I have goals and things that I want to accomplish, and there's nothing really that I allow to stand in my way, because it takes me away from that laser focus. And it's great to have, a wife who supports that focus and that goal.
Yes.
She is constantly behind me. In fact, even today, about 1 o'clock, she goes, "Hey, don't forget you have that interview to go do today." So she's on my side. She's pushing me out the door, making sure that I do the things that I need to do. And she helps me a lot. And if there's anything that I'm extremely grateful for, it would just be having her in my life. Because without her, I would not even be anywhere near where I'm at right now.
That's so awesome. It's so important to have your partner be on board with this, because let's face it, we're all in this industry. It's a tough industry for relationships. I think it could be if you're not compatible in that sense. Like, there'll be times when Dino and I don't even talk the whole day, but we're in each other's presence, but we're just both so, like you say, laser focused on what we're doing and creating. And it's not like we don't ever take offense, or if he's too busy for, of course there's instances where there's important time and we distinguish like what's important and what's not, like this time go do whatever. And we do set aside like date night and everything, but it's so nice and so helpful to have a significant other that's on board with you, and that like helps out too, like your wife does. And I know like Victoria does, because I've seen her in action.
Victoria's always backing me up. There's a commonality of everybody on here, and that's a significant other that supports them in what they're doing. So that's awesome. Yes. Do it by yourself.
No, nothing gets accomplished by yourself. You have to have a team.
It doesn't. Yeah. You got to have your tribe.
And Sam in the house.
I do have to step out. I've got to bounce out. So
thank you so much for coming on.
I enjoyed it every second of it. Adam, it was so great to finally meet you face to face. So big fist bump to you, brother. And okay. Tiffany, thank you very much.
Okay. Bye, Chris. Have a good night.
Bye.
So if I got to kick you out. Okay. I was just going to ask that. There we go. So just learning all this. Sorry, you guys. There's a little.
What do you mean? This is better than some of our other technology. I'm grateful for this one.
Right? Okay, let's see who's in the audience. Hey, Sam. So good to see you. Thank you for tuning in. Cody, hi. Nicole and Tom are on their way to Vegas. So exciting. I bet it's super warm there. Although, I was just talking to Bruce Carter the other day. I haven't seen Bruce in a while. I know it's because he's been working and he's at school, and so he's now taking Thursdays to make an effort to come on the Gratitude Show again.
Awesome.
Yeah. And there's let's see, Cody says your nephews Michael and Blake are watch and say hi, Auntie Tiff. They're grateful for such an awesome auntie. Oh, thank you. More chats below. Sam just got done producing a show, so I jumped in,
Awesome.
edited it.
Sam was producing this one by himself. I'm sure it went great.
Yeah. And if anybody else wants to share what you're grateful for, feel free, because we'd love to hear it.
For sure.
So so what do you ever do a, like, for example, it's the end of the year, and I do this actually every month, but I'm like, okay, what did I accomplish this month? And then in this case, what I'm using is this year. And I literally wrote out a list. And I think it's so super important to remember your accomplishments, not in a like conceited, oh, look what I've done kind of way, but just to like be able to be like, whoa, look at what I've accomplished. Look at how far I've come and look at what I want to do. So it's kind of like a 3-part process. Mm-hmm. So that's really helped me. I just finished my 30-day revamp yesterday. So I was super happy about that because
is that like a bookend? There was a beginning of it and now there's the end of it. Can you give me a little?
Yeah. So as you're going through things, I mean, obviously, if you're a person that like has goals and aspirations and everything and writes it down and plans, I do. So you're in the moment, right? Okay, and then you have your goals. And then I add in a little bit of quirkiness because I'm a super dork like that. And I add in like the qualities I want to have as a character, as a person, as a human being. Like I want to be driven. I want to be inspired. I want to make the right decisions. I want to act with love and compassion all the time. I want to trust and follow my intuition. So like all these key components make up this list. And then so I evaluate at the end of each month. But then there comes the end of the year, which is a huge evaluation. So you're evaluating the past, looking at the present, so you can plan for the future. So there's 3 components, which has really helped me. I've been doing this for a few years now, and it helps kind of put things into perspective. And I didn't realize until last month, a month and a half ago probably, when I was writing down all the things that I'm like grateful for that I've accomplished this year. And my list is outrageous. I was like, whoa. This is so crazy. So it's just so that I can plan what I'm wanting to accomplish this next year. And also for the next 30 days. Like I still have 30 days left in this year. That's so awesome.
Yeah, that's, it's interesting because that time of year, I mean, it's weird because a lot of people will just let it go by with the holidays. And they don't necessarily take that time to reflect, but I'm a huge proponent of just whatever you have to do. You're a very system-oriented person, and when you have a system in mind, you'll do it, and I love that, and that's why you make progress so quick, because systems work. But I'd encourage everybody to just do something, like even if it's just take a day out, like one day and do something different. If you always go out or you have a really busy super weekend, take Sunday and just one day out of the year and just sit there with a notebook and just write.
Well, you have to find what works for you too. What works for me or what works for you, Adam, might not work for other people. And the key component is just finding what works for you and doing that. And you're so right. Just taking reflection time is super important.
Just reflect on whatever level, however it works for you, but do it is the point. Mm-hmm. It's something that you do every year, so you can kind of look at it. I was looking at like I always had like goal cards and note cards and stuff, and I have them for years back, and I can see kind of how my progress and my thoughts have changed over time, and it just kind of blows my mind. Obviously, the younger Adam versus the now 20s or 30s Adam, like every different segment thinks differently, so it's just really interesting to see how that progresses. But for most people, if you don't really take the time to do that reflection, then you miss it. Like you kind of miss that point. So it's like it's a lost opportunity, really, just to kind of congratulate yourself, really, which there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, absolutely. I completely agree. What about you guys in the audience? Do you guys have any system or any way of components? Because I know it is different for everyone. And my systems, even though Adam, you say I'm super organized and systematic, They change all the time. Like I get bored really easy. I think it's because I'm like super ADHD, but I get bored so easy and I'm constantly changing things up to keep it exciting, or else I'm like, this is I'm not doing it because it's boring. So it's always good to just go with what feels good, because that brings your vibrational frequency level up anyway. So Okay, let's see. Sam says, I don't complain about the time that I'm busy. I enjoy a lot of what I do.
Awesome.
Oh, hi, Kathleen Passmore. Thank you so much for coming on. Kathleen is going to be on the 29th of December, and this woman is amazing. I've known her for such a long time now. We go way, way back. Tiff, such a gift to see. You're healthy, happy, inspiring others. Thank you. But yeah, Kathleen just started a business in India with a jewelry company that focuses, in India. Okay, also she's adopted a little girl from India who she's raised to be this beautiful woman. And this is like a long, long time ago. I think I've known Kathleen Passmore for about 10 years from when I lived in Montana. That's where she lives at right now. But she's just so inspiring, and I can't wait for her to be on our show on the 29th. What a treat. And where is your background effect, Sam?
And Sam is always, I'm grateful for Sam. He always keeps me on point. I didn't know that this platform allowed you to use one.
I know, right? So what else could we learn from you, Sam?
Exactly.
And for anybody who wants to come on, just send us a message and we can invite you onto the video, and you can share what you're grateful for as well. So we would love, love, love to hear it. That's why we have open room night once a month now. So yeah. So Adam, what is through OBS?
Oh man, Sam.
So Sam's saying, sorry, just in case for people who aren't able to read our comments, people are probably like, what are you guys talking about? Sam said through OBS, you can, as long as you have a program to stream, you'd be fine. Sam is so helpful all the time, no matter what he's doing. I'm grateful for that guy too.
Absolutely.
Cody says, talk to you, sis, and watch you, and it helps me find my own way. Oh, that's cute. I'm so glad to be an inspiration, Cody. Thank you. I really think it's important. I think Adam too is the same with men. Like, you have to have your tribe of not a multi. I mean, you have to have both, but for women at least, I think it's important to have your girly tribe, your women, powerful women of wisdom, like, to where you can all just be there for each other, network, where, it's girl time, like the boys aren't allowed, like kind of fun like that. I mean, is it like that with guys too? Because I think that's super important.
I think so. I don't think men do it in the same exact way as women.
You're probably not girly.
We all have different energies, right? And we all do different things, but absolutely. I think if you think about sports, or if you think about, guy time or cards or just other things, or like masterminds that guys belong to sometimes that are predominantly men of the same interests. It's usually to advance towards some goal or some common interest. So it's really cool. I mean, that's been my experience so far. Not saying the other groups don't work, that when they're mixed, but sometimes when they're mixed, like I've been part of all male groups versus co-ed, sometimes the all male groups are better because guys don't feel as intimidated. They don't feel as, think about it this way. If you have a bunch of alpha males in the room, successful men, alpha male, I mean, it's testosterone, right? You can't, if you just leave all those guys in the room, just guys, everybody's friends, right? Then if you add the woman element, sometimes then people are worried about how they look or how they, just changes things, right?
Absolutely. Oh my gosh, you're so right. And hey, Shane the train's in the house. Woo woo, choo choo. Oh wait, I did it with the wrong arm. Choo choo. I can't see my other arm. I don't think so. Shane DeGary, he's so awesome. I'm grateful for Shane too. I had a good talk with him last night. Oh yeah, my mom is going on his show on Saturday. Awesome. She was on Monster Motivator. I don't know. I saw the
promotion for that. It's awesome. Man,
yeah, she's so cool to just sit back and watch her grow. And I know it seems like weird because I'm the daughter and she's the mom, but it's literally like that.
I mean, everybody grows.
We always joke around like I was her mom in a past life or whatever. But but yeah, she's just come so far. I'm so proud of my mom. I love her dearly. And thank you, Shane, for having her on the show. Like that boosted her ego so much, and in a good way, not in a bad way. Like it just gave her confidence that she really, really needs. And I really thank you for reaching out.
Awesome. Oh, look at that, Victoria. Sam just said happy 6 months. Come talk to Sam, please. Victoria, come say hi.
What are you guys doing to celebrate your 6 months?
Come on, come here.
Male bonding. Shane's wife calls it male bonding. I love that. Male bonding.
Come here. What are we going to do, Victoria? Come on. We'll squeeze in. Talk about it, Victoria. What are we going to do for our 6 months?
Right now.
Well, we're not going to fall right now. You can see you right there. Look.
I have no idea what we're doing.
Say hi to Sam. So Sam's
Hi, Sam.
Over here.
Sam, Kathleen, Shane,
Wow.
Cody.
Everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody, Chris.
So the first thing we're going to do for sure is we're going to have a cheat meal. So that's going to happen. We're going out to eat because we've been in the Fitbit, like Victoria's whole family, they've been doing Fitbit for a long time. Apparently, I just learned about it. So I got my 11,000 steps today, but anyway, not to brag, but today, so we've been getting a little bit more into kind of that aspect of working out together and that fun stuff. So cheat meal is definitely happening tomorrow. I don't know where yet, but it's going to be a feast.
At first, I thought you said cheap meal.
Oh, cheat.
Cheat meal.
H-E-A-T, sorry.
Okay. And then, so what else?
And then after that, I think it's going to be
Go to sleep.
a night with alcohol probably somewhere involved.
No.
A little celebration. We don't drink often, but when we do.
Right. When you do it good. Why not?
I don't know if I agree. I don't know. I'm just saying. The 6 month. It's hashtag cheat meal. Who put that in there?
Sam.
That's great.
Of course, he knows how to work this. And hi, Matt. Thank you for coming on. Shane invited you. That's awesome. Oh, and Victoria, I'm so glad that you're coming out of your shell and you're actually coming on.
Oh,
That's so cool. I'm grateful for that.
I got nothing.
No.
Thank you for that.
I always know. I beg her to come on every week, and she's like, watch. Soon enough, we're going to be able to keep her quiet. It's okay. That's what we need, Chatty.
No.
That's fun.
So we have, let's see, about 5 minutes left here. Adam, do you have any announcements that I'm forgetting?
Let's see, announcements. You know, we're booked up till February, you said.
You have your book.
21 books coming out. Bunch of
Latigar next week.
Yes. It's just been a good, you know what, I should ask you because I don't know. I'm sure you know. I want to start putting together, like, I just have so much stuff coming out now. And what do you send? Do you use something to send out your email, your newsletter or something? I know
newsletter. I use MailChimp.
But do you use a program to create the newsletter, or how do you just put it? I don't know.
I create it in MailChimp.
Oh.
But I do use a system called Viral Tag, which actually, Adam, you are going to love this. They just started. You're able to schedule videos off of YouTube. Woo, woo.
Oh.
Here, I'm going to drop the link in here right now because I'm so excited about this.
Awesome.
They're such an awesome company. And you can get 6 months for free if you mention them on your website.
Awesome.
Yeah. So, and I know I haven't updated the spreadsheet and shared it with you yet because I was making it until we go to 50 because we're going to get there no matter what. So
it's just so interesting because I've been, just so much stuff is coming out that I'm having a hard time keeping up. So I thought I'd just do something, at the end of the week just so that I can compile it in my head. Because as things add up, I'm like, what happened this week?
yeah.
I really don't remember.
Right. Well, and it all just goes by so fast. And especially when you're busy and you're just, there's so much going on around you. Literally, if I don't write things down, sometimes I'll forget like in a minute.
Oh, I know who knows how to do newsletters.
So yeah, I just create. Well, actually, I can't take the credit for it. My assistant creates it, and he saves it for me in MailChimp, and then I just go in and do my own editing, add my pictures and content and whatever. But I just shared the viral tag link, and also it's like all in one platform: LinkedIn, Facebook pages, Twitter, Instagram.
Too much for the gratitude show.
YouTube, everything.
Oh, I'm just grateful.
I'm just grateful for that because that saves me a lot of time. But yeah, so coming up next week, we've got Tom Ladegaard. He is awesome and inspiring. Hopefully we'll get his wife on sometime in February when we have an opening. And then after that, we have Dave Daly from Monster Motivator. And then after that, we've got Colin Porter. And then after that, we've got Kathleen Passmore. So I'm super excited about this the whole entire month. It's going to be off the hook fun. So yeah.
I'm grateful for all the work you put in booking all these amazing people.
Oh, it's my pleasure. I love it.
What does this say? Yeah, I said maybe we'll do a KU background one day.
And Victoria Cody says that you're gorgeous, love. Keep smiling. Oh, thank you, Cody. Okay, well, I guess if nobody else has anything, let's see, what time is it? Almost 8 o'clock. So, Sam, leave us with something profound.
Sam, yes. Do it.
I love it because it'll probably be really sweet, short, and simple, just like Sam is. I mean, not short in height, but.
Oh, great. Okay.
He'll send a nice background to use. Okay.
All right. I opened us, so let's have you close it out today.
Okay, sure. And just thank you everyone for tuning in, for supporting us, for watching us, for keeping up, for leaving feedback, comments. Please feel free to ask questions. Share the video. And next week we will see you live. That will be December 8th, 2016 at 7 p.m. Pacific time. Adam and I so appreciate you, and I just appreciate everything you do. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you next week.
Episode 22.
Episode 22. Woohoo! All right, bye, you guys.
All right, see you later.